Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and thanks for joining me for another video. This is Quita from AtHomeWithQuita, and here I share tips on how to plan a balanced life. So if you're new here, I hope you'll consider subscribing. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you 10 of the best planner supplies I have purchased. So let's get into it. The first best planner supply that I have purchased is the Discbound System. So as you guys know, I am obsessed with all things Discbound. I love the fact that it is customizable, meaning that you can literally build your whole entire planner from scratch with just some fill paper and some discs and a cover. And I love the Discbound System mainly for that reason. So this is a planner that I have built from scratch with all Fancy Plans Co. products. So everything from the disc to the cover to the inserts was handpicked based off of what I needed. All of the sections were put together based on my needs as well. And then I just inserted the perfect inserts that I thought would work best for me and where I'm at right now in my life. So the Discbound System is fantastic if you just want to build your own planner. You could also take planners from certain companies that already have the capability to be on discs and disassemble them and rearrange them and add them to this system if that's what you choose to do. You can kind of hybrid a system, and that's just the fantastic part about Discbound. So I use that for business and social media and also for personal. This is my business and social media planner, and so I've done the same thing. So it allows me to just have different sections throughout my planner. I can pull pages out, I can shift things around, and it's just so easy to do that because of this particular system. Now, the reason why it is called Discbound System is because these little holes right here are actually called mushroom punches or disc punches. And so there's a special punch that you need to be able to get this sort of punch setting. And once you punch it, then you can place it right in your planner and it goes onto the disc rather easily. As you can see, the pages don't come out. They hold up in there very well. And it just gives you the ability to have a fully customized planner. So Discbound System has completely changed my life. I am not a coil girl. I am not any sort of bound notebook girl. Discbound is the way to go for me. So at the end of the day, you have to find the system that works best for you. And that is what I feel like I achieved with having this Discbound System. So that's the first thing up on the list. Discbound has completely changed the game for me. And so I am so glad that I discovered it when I discovered it. And so that is the top, probably the top planner thing that I have purchased. Anything Discbound. The second best planner supply I've purchased is a tote bag, and a good one. So I love this tote bag. A lot of you guys have purchased this based on my recommendation. It is a great tote bag and it fits everything that I need for planning on the go and in the house. I've talked about this before. This is a bag that I take downstairs to the basement to work, and then when I'm done for the day, I bring it back upstairs to my bedroom and I'm able to plan all the things that I need to plan. I'm able to review my planner as needed, and I have everything in it. So I've got my toolbox in here. I've got some stickers in here. I've also got some other essentials for planning. I've got my 2 sticker books, watercolor florals, and also functional pastels. So I keep those with me. I've got a keto guide, as you can see, for keto planning. I've got my journal, and I've got a couple of little miscellaneous things in here as well. I keep my laptop in here. I also keep the charging cord to the laptop in that slot, and both my planners stay in this bag. So it can get a little heavy. I do pretty much take it upstairs and downstairs, so I don't mind how heavy it is because of the straps. It makes it easy to carry, as you can see. And so I don't really take it anywhere outside the house unless I'm going to a coffee shop or something to plan some things out or do some work. I will take it with me, but for the most part, this stays home. And I just take it up and down the stairs. I also have my headphones there for editing videos, and I have a couple of things in the slot pockets there, a charging cord for my phone and some other things. So this is the perfect tote bag for me. I got this on Amazon, and I will be sure to link all the details below just in case you are wondering and you want to pick one up for yourself. But a tote bag is something that you definitely want to invest in. So it is one of the supplies that I feel like have been so useful to me. And so I would definitely grab one for all of your planning supplies. This is also a great option for your tote instead of a bag if you just want something a little bit smaller that maybe sits on your desk. I have this Molly Ollie tote bin. I'm not sure exactly what it's called, but I will link it below just in case you're wondering. But in this, I'm able to keep some stickers. So I've got a bunch of stickers in here for planning. I also have a little planning pack from Erin Condren. I've got some bins with some additional things. So I love how compartmentalized it is. It's got a ton of slots here to be able to just toss some things in here, but still has handles for you to be able to take it on the go and plan in bed or plan at your desk, or just, it's just a great way to be able to carry around all of those essentials. It's even got some front pockets there. It's got some other pockets on the backhand side as well. So I'm gonna give you a wider view of this. So I really do love this. It's got a zipper right here on the back side, so that way you can just tuck some things in there. At one point I was really using this a lot, but now that I have my bag over here, I don't really use this as much, just because I like being able to have a little bit more space. This is quite a bit of space, but I just needed a little bit more. So right now it's just kind of storing some things, but I love all these pockets here, the zipper pocket on this side, and then the other pocket on this side to just be able to toss some things in. And then I love how both sides have these additional pockets. Not sure what's in here, an eraser, but then I also have straps here for me to be able to easily carry it where I need to carry it, upstairs, downstairs, wherever I need to put it. And then I love that it has a flat surface, so you can lay it right there on your desk and just pull out the tools that you need. So invest in a good tote bag or something like this. Of course, I will link it below just in case you're interested. I believe this is Molly Ollie, and I love that it comes in gray because you guys know I'm a neutral girl. And then also something cool about it is that you can remove these if you need to, and you can just keep it as an open bin. Next up is a pen case or a storage case. This one happens to come from Fancy Plans Co. I love it. It's new to our shop and it is neutral. So we have this in pink, and we also have it in white or gray. So this is fantastic because you can literally store all of your knickknacks and your tools and things like that in a pencil case. It doesn't have to be this one. It could literally be some sort of pouch, but this is the one that actually works the best for me right now. And so I have all of my little things in here that I need for planning. I love this also because it is compartmentalized, meaning that you have different spots to be able to store different things. So this thing is jam-packed with all of my essentials. So I've got my whiteout here. I've also got my sticky adhesive. I have my foldable scissors. These things are fantastic. I use these all the time. They're great for getting in those tight corners, and they're foldable. So I keep those in there. I also have these trimmers. I love these as well. All of this is in Fancy Plans Co. shop, by the way, with the exception of this sticky tape. So I've got these trimmers here and the Cricut tweezers. Those are my favorite tweezers, although we do have tweezers in our shop. I have two random paper clips. I also have a Muji pen, just in case I'm looking for a different look. I have two of our medium tip Sharpies. Not sure why I have two in here. I could literally put one to the side. I don't need two, so I'll put that in my little pen holder over there. And then I also have these tweezers here. I love them because they're like reverse tweezers. So I keep those in there. I will try to remember to link it all below, and so that way you can get some of these things if you would like. I have my mild liner and mild gray, although I do have one attached to both of my planners. And then I have a thicker Sharpie here. I also have an X-Acto, and this one's so pretty because it has gold on it. So I keep that in here along with some replacement blades. I have a ruler here, and that is it. But you guys, I love this storage container. Look how gorgeous it is. It is a great size to be able to store all of those things, but still be able to tuck in your planner bag quite nicely. So the compartments make it easy as well, because I could literally just toss those in there if I want. I could toss there and there. I mean, the options are endless in terms of how you can organize this thing. And as you can see, I have a lot that I have going on and that needs to be able to fit inside of this storage container. So that is up next. I love a good storage situation. You guys know I'm all about that organization life. And so I just keep all of my essential planning tools in here so that way I can plan on the go. And also these are tools that I use to plan just in general. So that is up next, a nice little storage situation. You need this in your life if you're planning on being a serious decorative planner. So this is one of the best things that came into our shop. Prior to this, I did use just a clear bag, which we have in the shop as well. So some sort of storage for your planner tools is definitely going to be a necessity, and it is one of the best things that I purchased. So not all trimmers are created equally. I have tested out quite a bit of trimmers, and this is what I've come up with in terms of the best one for me. So this is from Fiskars. I love the guides here that have all the measurements and a little ruler guide here at the top and the bottom. There's also a little thing to where you can keep in. This doesn't open up unless you have that open like that. So I love this one because there's a little thing right here in the middle. I don't know if you hear that. And that really helps with getting your cutting precise. So let's say you've got something that you need to cut, right? You can look at this. The line is right here. You can see it, even though it is almost pretty much see-through. And you can take that, and I really hope that you see that because this is so helpful. There's a little thing right here. And that helps it to be able to just line up right to that line really easily so that you could trim what you need to trim. You see it right there? So this is one of the best trimmers that I have found. I use it in my business and it's just fantastic. We have 3 of them. And so you could cut right on the line. And as you can see, I mean, my blade is dull, but you could see it cut right on that line pretty much. So these are great trimmers. I do have several other trimmers, but this is the only one that I use. And we just replace the blades quite often. So I keep a new blade for cutting paper to make sure that everything is smooth. And then this blade here is for me to cut other things like lamination for our covers. So I keep them both there. So this trimmer is so easy to use. It's also got this little pull out just in case you have additional things or you need additional space rather. So it's got this that slides out just like that. And so that way you can have just an additional space if you need to keep going in terms of measuring. So this is a great trimmer and it's relatively inexpensive. And so I would definitely pick up a nice trimmer to be able to cut those things that you need to cut because it's just more precise than using scissors. So this is a great investment and I'm so glad that I picked this up and discovered Fiskars and this particular trimmer because I do have some other Fiskars trimmers which I don't like as much as I like this one. Mainly for the reason I told you about with that little extra guide on the inside that really helps you to make those cuts precise. Next up is a good printer. So the printer I use is down in our basement. So I'll take you down there real quick and show you which one I picked up. So this is the printer that I use. It is a great printer for crafters. It is a Canon. I'll leave all the details below just in case you're wondering. I love how it's got the rear feeding tray and then it's also got the front feeding tray. So this is what I use to print out stickers when I am just feeling creative and I want to create and print some things out for myself. This is what I use and it is fantastic. The colors are spot on. You guys would love this. So I'll make sure to link this below. And y'all, the ink is relatively inexpensive as well. So this is the perfect little printer, especially if you're on a budget, but you still want great quality pictures or great quality stickers. The next planner supply that I am so glad I found out about and so glad that she now exists is Notiq. So as you guys can see, my Notiq collection has gotten quite extensive. I use a Notiq cover for my catch-all planner and business and social media planner. But as you can see, I've got her in multiple different sizes and varieties. And I just adore Viv as a person. And then I think her products are just quality. They're amazing. So this is a mini size mauve. Then I also have my Skinny Classic, which I believe she calls Slim. I've got 2 of those, one in the croc and one in the quilted. And so I'm able to change between planners and covers and give myself a new look as my needs change and my aesthetic changes. And so I've got quite a few here that I can choose from, and it just makes planning more fun to be able to have pretty planner covers. And so I will link her website below just in case you're interested in what she has to offer. She's just come out with a new collection for her anniversary, and you are sure to find something that you would love. So I use her covers for my business and social media planner and also my catch-all planner, and I just love the look of them, the feel of them, the quality of them, and that is definitely a great find in terms of planner supplies. So now let's look at these pen storage cases over here. I will make sure to link them both below. I may already have them linked or in my Amazon shop because these are fantastic. So this came from Amazon and this came from Tombow. So you can always go onto Tombow's website. I do have a coupon code below if you're interested. This was in one of their boxes, so I'm not sure if you can still get this, but one is thin. The Tombow one is thinner, and you see how this one is. This was the first one I got, and then the Tombow one came a little bit later, and the Tombow is a little bit wider, but this massive thing fits so much, so much. So let's look at this one first because the Tombow one is kind of what I keep nearby now. This is really literally just storage for now because I don't always go in and look at these pens and use these markers and pens. So first and foremost, oh my goodness, you guys, I have a problem. I love pens and trying different things out. I love color coding from time to time. So I've got my InkJoy gel pens. These are great pens. A lot of people use them in black, but they do come in other colors. I've got my Pilot G2 in here. You guys, I have my Pentel pen, which I used at some point. You guys gotta, if you're an OG, you remember when I used this pen, and I was a ride or die for it because it does write really well. So I went from this one to this one, and then to Muji and other things. You guys, I've been all over the place. And then these are just some marker sort of pens in different thicknesses, and I believe I got these from Amazon. These are Micron, and then I got these probably from Tombow. I think these are, no, these are Unipen. And then some other pencils, some additional lead, some erasers here. I've got everything that you need. So that's the first section. And then let's open up the second section and see what we got there. You guys, I have not looked at this in some time. So let me find that zipper. All right, so this is the second compartment. So we've got all things Tombow, and then we also have Papermate Flare here and different thicknesses. So as you can see, these are the thinner Papermate Flare. You can see that tip there. And then the Papermate Flare that I actually use has a little bit of a thicker tip, and that is these here. And then we've got a ton of Tombow markers here. As you guys know, I am an ambassador for Tombow, so they send me lots of things. So this is one of the reasons why this thing is so jam-packed. And so that's the second layer of this thing. Let's get to the third layer. That's why this thing is so cool, because it's got 4 compartments. So if you are a marker and pen hoarder like I am, this is a great storage option for you. So then I have my super tips. I love super tips. They're very vibrant and colorful. They don't bleed through. And then I have my Sharpie pens in different colors. And so that's what's in this compartment. And then we get to the last compartment. And then I've got all of my Frixon pens here. I love Frixon. You guys remember when I first started planning, I swore by these. These are erasable markers and erasable pens. So these are the thinner ones, and then these are the markers. And then I do believe I also have the thicker ones as well, that are just like these, but they write a little bit thicker. I love these because of the size of it. And I just felt like it was easy to store in your planner because they're just so small, you know, in terms of they're thin. And then these I use, these are great for color coding. And if you mess up, you guys, you can erase them. It's so awesome. And then more Tombow pens, and then these also were for color coding as well. So as you can see, I've got a lot of pens and markers. I also keep some on that Molly Ollie cart that I showed you. As you saw, I had a ton of things on there. And so let's look really quickly at this one from Tombow. I love that it has a little handle here, so you could easily take that on the go with you. It only has 2 compartments versus 4. So the first compartment has all of my Tombow pencils in it. It's got a watercolor pencil or watercolor pen, you know, that you add water to, and then you can do some watercoloring. And I love the fact that it has a mesh pouch over here. I also have a pencil sharpener. I know the colors are a little off right now, and anytime I film black, it always throws the color off, so I have to get that color balance right. Okay, so then we have all of my Tombow, more Tombow over here. These are the ones that I use on a more regular basis because they're neutral. They're more neutral. So I keep those there. And then if we go to the second compartment, more Tombow. Okay, so this is evidence that Addison's been in here, okay? Because I would never leave my markers like this. And there's a random top. So I'm gonna have to get her, y'all, because she takes my stuff and doesn't put it back, and I'm missing stuff. Oh, we got a problem. It's about to go down. And so I'm gonna get her little stuff when she gets home, but I keep all of my Tombows normally neatly packed in this little place here, and I'm curious to see what that goes to, because obviously there's a rogue marker around here somewhere. Oh, here we go, but I'm sure it's dried out. So we'll put that back on there, and then we will try to see if we can revive that marker later, and I'll put all of that back. I'm also missing some on this side too, which are these, and all of the colors. These are the twin tone. I also have more markers behind me and my drawers, you guys. So it's a real problem. It's a real problem. I also keep some pins on my desk here, so as you can see, and there's one of the twin tones I need to put back in here. But I keep some various pins for easy access so that I can just grab for a pen when I need to write something down really quickly. So I keep these on my desk. I also love the Muji pen. This is one of my favorite Muji pens. We do sell these at Fancy Plans Co. And 0.5, and then this is 0.7. This is also another Muji pen that I really love. It's retractable. And so if it wasn't so bulky, I would probably use this more so. I mean, not that it's super bulky, but I am just loving something else right now, but I probably would go back to either one of these at any point. I also love this Tombow Funowski because this is great for hand lettering or faux hand lettering if you're like me and you don't have it yet and you need a little help. So this is great for that. So these are also pens that I keep nearby. So that way, when I'm ready to transition into something else, I've got it already out for me and ready to use. And so I love a lot of different looks when it comes to pens, and I switch different things out based on what my needs are. And so my core are the three that I mentioned to you that are in both this planner and my business planner. And then I showed you all of my other collections. So pens, you have to invest in pens. You need them if you're going to be a paper planner. So figure out what works for you. Do some pen tests. It's going to be trial and error till you really figure it out. And then also listen to recommendations of others, and you will find that pen that you love. Next up, and I'm just going to touch on it briefly, is sticker paper. So that is definitely something to invest in if you are becoming a paper planner and you want to print your own stickers. It's one of the best supplies that I've purchased to really get into the sticker world. It all started with me just wanting to print stickers and create stickers for myself, and then that turned into a whole shop situation. So this is just your basic matte from Online Labels. So I do have sticker paper that I use for myself personally when creating stickers for me, and then we have different sticker paper that we use for the shop. So this is a great option. Again, there are so many options for just a basic matte sticker paper, and pretty much for me, I think that's really all you need, especially if you just want to be able to create your own stickers. And so the matte makes it easy for you to write on, because sometimes you'll need a special pen depending on if you're on glossy, or different types of sticker paper are going to really only work best with specific pens. But with your typical matte paper, you can use any pen and it's going to work great. So look on Amazon. You should be able to find some basic matte paper that's going to come to you fast, and it's super inexpensive, and that way you could start printing all of your stickers. You could order them on Etsy. We do have a couple of things on our shop, and so you'll need some matte or glossy or whatever you choose type of sticker paper to be able to print out your stickers. So that is a really good investment and one of the best things that I have purchased. Next best thing that I've purchased is washi. Now, I know if you guys have been here for some time, you know that I wasn't always a washi girl, but I am definitely a washi girl now, okay? I love washi. So this is a little ring that we have in our shop to be able to keep the washi attached to it. So as you can see, it opens and closes very easily. And so I love this thing. We have two different varieties, one that's more like a wiry feel, I'll show you shortly, and then this one is metal. So I keep all of my top washi in here that I know that I use on a regular basis. I've got lots of florals here, then I've got my grid here and my marble. So I love washi. I'm going to show you guys my washi collection too. It's gotten a little bit out of hand as well, but I do keep those core. These are my core, and I keep these in my planner bag that I showed you earlier. Then I also have some washi that I have connected to this Molly Ollie tote, and this is the more of the wiry one I told you about. You have to twist this in order to get it open, but I keep it connected here. I have thin washi, I have thicker washi, I've got colorful washi, I've got, rose gold washi. So we just keep this on the Molly Ollie bag so that way I could easily access it when I'm ready. So that is my second kind of on the go stash of washi. And then this is the third one. And I did use the metal ring in this case, and this is all gold foil washi. So I just keep this attached to the side. Comes from various companies. The one that I showed you first is All Fancy Plans Co. And I believe this is probably Michael's. I think this one is the Happy Planner. And then as far as these are concerned, I believe most of these, or half of these, are Happy Planner. I think these are Happy Planner. And I think these are Michael's. These right here. I believe. I could be wrong because they all, you know, they don't have branding or anything, so they all just can kind of get jumbled together. So I keep one here and one there, and then I'm going to show you my full-on washi storage. So for now, it stays right here in this little storage bin that I have in my cabinet unit here, as you guys see in the background of my video. So I keep it in here just only because I don't have space for it on my desk. But it's these drawer units that are clear. And so I've just got a ton of washi that I keep in these. So here's one. And there's the other one. Just random washi, you guys. So as you can see, I have my share of washi, and I don't think I need anything else. So that's not something that I typically buy now because I just feel like I should be able to find something within this collection. So this is my washi collection, and so I pretty much keep it in here unless there's something that I really need. Then I'll just go ahead and pull this out and look in here and see and pick out exactly what I need. But my core is what I tend to use on a more regular basis. So that is washi, you guys. So next up on the list is a small compact photo printer. So we are going to dig into a printer that you'll need if you're planning on printing out planner stickers later on in the video. But this here is amazing. I've had this for several years. They probably do have an updated model, but this one here has been working very well for me and it's in great condition, so I am not going to change it out. So this is a Canon selfie printer, and so you literally plug it in, turn it on, and you can print all of your photos. If you plan on doing any sort of memory keeping, recipe keeping, any sort of decorative planning, or you just want to print a photo out, this is great for that. So it came with the unit here, of course. I also have the charging cord here, and then it came with one thing of ink and a thing of paper, which I've already used, but I keep backup stuff in my drawer. So I've got a backup paper and backup ink. So I keep that always in stock. And then this little contraption here is what you load the printer paper in, the photo paper in, and then you attach it right here. And then it's going to go back and forth, and then spit the photo out here. So I use this a lot in my recipe keeping to give that spread just a little bit of extra oomph and have a photo for reference. That way I can see exactly how that particular recipe is going to look. That is pretty much what I use it for, only because I don't really memory plan. But what I do is I pop in a photo right down here at the bottom, and I use the Project Life app, and I make sure that I have at least, I think, 6 to 8 photos before I print anything, because I don't want to waste the paper. And then I'll go ahead and just keep them stored in this little pouch here, and I can plan for them later when I'm ready to use the photo. It's already there for me, as opposed to just wasting that additional part of the paper. So I keep them in here, and then I stick them on the page, as you see. When I get back to that page, I'll show you again. And the Canon selfie printer is it's just awesome. And so all I do is just cut it down to size, because this is how it looks. The page just has a box down here. And so you want to make sure that your photo is the right size. So I cut mine. You don't have to stick it here, because technically that is a note section. You could stick it anywhere in your planner or on that particular page. But I just find that sticking it right there in the corner is just that little pop of something to where you could get a good reference to see exactly how that recipe is supposed to look. So as you see, I do have some things I still need to plan for, but I always pop the photo in at the bottom. And that makes for just a good visual aid, so that way you can make sure that you get things planned out the way you need to plan it out. You have a photo for reference, and it just looks aesthetically pleasing to the eye. And so I definitely would recommend you guys grabbing a Canon selfie printer. It is available on Amazon. And then grab another box that comes with a paper and, well, it comes with multiple paper and inks, I believe. I'm not quite sure how many come in here. But grab one of these too, so that way you have a restock. So when you run out, you have some more supplies available to you. So I'm not going to show you how it works. You have to catch one of my recipe planning videos. I have a full collection of recipe planning videos, and you can see exactly how this works, but it is really easy. You just plug it into the back, turn it on, and then your phone is going to sync with it via whatever app you use. Again, I use the Project Life app, and then you can print it out. It is Bluetooth, so it's gonna, and it's Wi-Fi, so you're just gonna send it to the printer, and it's gonna print right out, and it's gonna be perfect. Okay, so this is 4x6 paper, and that is what fits in here. So anything larger than that, this is not gonna work. You'll want to use a regular printer. So that's what's up next. This is a hot buy. I definitely recommend this, and I get so many questions about what this contraption is, and you know, a lot of you guys are just so intrigued by it. So go grab one. It's very simple to use. Don't get intimidated by it, but you definitely want to have this on hand just in case you need to print a quick photo. So next up on the list, as far as planner supplies that I am so glad I purchased, are highlighters. So I love a good mild liner situation. They are great for multiple purposes, mainly color coding, but if you need to highlight something, underline something in color that just needs to stand out, mild liners are great for that. Now, there are so many different sort of highlighters on the market, but these are my favorite by far. Now, mild liners are a little pricey, but you can get them in just one color if you want on Amazon, or you can get them in a pack of colors if you want all the things. I happen to have probably most colors, if not all the colors. You can also get them from Target and probably Walmart, and of course Amazon, my favorite place. And so these are all the mild liners that I currently have. In addition, I also have the mild gray, and I have the dark gray. I may also have some other colors. I'm pretty sure this is not all the colors, but the one that I keep in my planner is mild gray. So I keep that one in both my business and social media, and also my catch-all planner, and I just use that if I need to highlight anything. I also keep one in my toolkit, my planner box that I showed you guys earlier. You saw that I had a mild liner in there. So I love the mild gray because I'm a neutral person, but anytime I want another color, I can always come in this bag, which stays on my desk, in this little rose gold thingamajig right here that is so pretty. It just stays right in there, tucked very nicely, so that way I can easily grab a highlighter when I need one. So these are sprinkled all throughout my planner bag, to my planner, to on my desk, because I just love highlighters that much. So the great thing about mild liners is that they're dual tip. So you've got this tip here that is your typical highlighter tip, and then when you open up the other side, you have this tip, and this is great for color coding. So let me give you a quick tour or a quick show of how they write, and so you can kind of see how vibrant these colors are and why I love mild liners. So here's one of our notepads. So let's pick a color at random just so you can kind of get a sense of how they look if you've never tried mild liners before. So this is the highlighter tip. So if you want to highlight, that's how that would look. And then what you could do is flip the mild liner to the other side and use the other tip for some detail work. You can put a circle, dot to color code, or you can color in squares. It just gives you a little bit more variation because you've got the opposite side of that is for just general highlighting, and then the other side is for more detailed underlining and coloring in things. So I love mild liners, and you don't have to buy every single color that you saw I had. You can just buy one off of Amazon, which is what I did starting out, and then slowly add to your collection. So I love highlighters. Next up are divider dashboards. They are essential for me. I mean, I have to have them. So I use them to section out my planner. And you guys, I'm going to do a video on my channel. Let me know below if it's something you want to see. But I want to explain to you guys the different subjects I have, why I have them, and what is good to add to those subjects. So let me know if that's something that you want to see. So within our shop, we have a set of 6 tab dashboards. We have 6 on the side, or you can purchase 4 on the top. So I do have both top tabs and side tabs. And so I've got 6 and 6. So that's the first 6. And then I have another 6 here just because I needed 12 sections. And so my subjects are calendar, home, meal planning, family, finances, health, faith, school, personal, self-care, brain dump lists. And then on the top, I have next month. I also have a little today page marker, and then I've got this little page marker I recently added. These are new to the shop. They're little mini page markers, which are so cute. That says August, so I could easily get to my meal planner section. They do come, with the meal planner box, which I will be having a video going live on my channel today, showing you guys that. And then routines. and then fitness, and these are all subsections within another side tab section. And then the last one is notes. So dashboards come in a wide variety. These happen to be just your simple frosted dashboards, but they come in clear in our shop. We have two different types only because we are a neutral shop for the most part. We do have lots of colorful things in there, but we consider ourselves more of a kind of minimalist, neutral sort of vibe shop in terms of the inserts and all that good stuff. So we have frosted, and then we are bringing clear to the shop soon. We did have them in the past. We're restocking soon. So these are divider dashboards. They also have what's called cardstock dashboards, which is just literally a sheet of cardstock. And the dashboard part of it comes into play, meaning that you can stick little things to it. So you see how I have this pinned here, I have this pinned here or stuck here. You could literally just add little things to it to be able to see on the forefront. They have dashboards that have wording that may say something like, you know, inbox, kind of like maybe, I think I don't have it at this point anymore, but we do have them in our shop. You also have vellum dashboards. So this is vellum here. And so there's a lot of different looks when it comes to dashboard. You can even take a little plastic sheet and stick it in there, and that could be considered a dashboard. So there's tons of different types of dashboards, but I love these neutral frosted ones. I just think they're so classy and classic, but I can still stick something to the front of it if I need to see something in front of me. So dashboards are definitely a great investment. I'm so glad that I bumped into this whole dashboard thing because it has really helped me to get my planner set up in the way that I want it set up. You could even add a little sticky adhesive pocket to a dashboard like you see here and stick some things in. So dashboards are great just to be able to, again, see something glaring in front of you that you don't want to forget, pop it right on a dashboard. And then also you could have a divider dashboard with a little tab here so you can section off your planner. So there's so many types of dashboards, but I love them and they are a necessity for me within my planning systems. Next up on the list are pin loops. So we happen to have two pin loops in our shop. We have a gray one and we have a black one. So in this planner, I went for gray. I love being able to have 3 pins in my planner, as you guys saw. And let me put my other pin back in here before I forget. But you guys know that I keep my Papermate Flare in here. We talked about that before. S-Gel, and then my mild liner. So you need some good pin loops in order to do that. So we, again, only have 2 options in our shop, gray or black. But there are so many pin loops on the market to be able to easily store your pins. You can stick them to dashboards, which is a great option, as you see. When you have a good quality, durable dashboard in your planner, you can easily stick a pin loop to it so you can have an additional pin. So again, this is how that would look for me. And so that just gives you additional storage space, as you see. I'm able to have 3 pins in my planner. So I love a good pin loop. You have to have them because even if you buy your standard Happy Planner or Erin Condren planner or some of these standard planners, they're not going to come with a pin and they're not going to come with a pin loop. They typically have a laminated cover, and so you'll need to be able to stick a pin loop on it if you don't have a cover like this cover so that you can store your pin in your planner. So pin loops are a great investment, of course. When you're starting out planning, I definitely feel like it's a necessity to have on hand. So grab yourself a good pin loop. There's tons of decorative pin loops on the market. There is so many out there that I'm sure that you could find something that you need. So pin loops, we love them. You got to have them. All right, so next one of the best planner supplies I purchased is a punch. So I have several punches. We have a commercial punch for our business, which is a whole big old situation, but it punches literally like 25 pages, maybe more. So we use that for business. And I also use this punch for our covers, our laminated covers. So I keep this downstairs on my desk. And then I have, I think, 1 or 2 other punches. They have an arc punch, which is great. I do have that one. The thing with the arc punch, and I did a whole video on all the punches available with the Discbound system. The only thing about that is that, or that particular punch, is that this part here is shorter, if that makes sense. So you just get a little bit shorter when it comes to the arc punch. So this is the Levenger punch. I love this because it gives me the closest resemblance to the Happy Planner punch, and it also gives me the closest resemblance to the punch that we use. And so it's somewhere like in the middle of the two. And so whenever I punch a cover, something like that, and then I go to our other punch to punch our inserts, it's going to pretty much almost be the same. It would line up regardless of which punch you got. The mushroom punch is pretty standard, so you don't have to worry about the spacing being off or anything like that. I also love that within this one, you can remove these. So when I'm punching our covers, they sometimes run into the next section. So I need to be able to easily remove one of these. As you can see, this one's missing. It also has this little adjustable thing here so that you can get it to the right size. You just need to press this little button and then do like that, and you can get it to the size, and then it locks in place. And then how you remove these is that you just literally twist it off from the back side. So this is a great punch. So I'm really hoping that I can link all of this stuff down below for you guys. Some of this stuff is already linked, but I'll try my best to link it all, or at least put it in my Amazon shop in the Planner Supplies That I Love collection. So you're definitely going to want to invest in a great punch if you're trying to print printables out. So you don't want to necessarily buy, a full planner already assembled, or maybe you want to add to that planner, but you literally just want to print your own inserts. You need to invest in a good punch for the Discbound system if that's your option. They also do have punches and different hacks and stuff for the Erin Condren system, so that way you can punch those pages. So do a little research to see, what you come up with on that. Erin Condren does also have a hole punch, a new hole punch option, in addition to her coil planners. And I'm not sure if she has a punch available for that, but I'm sure you can find a hack for that as well. So you'll have to figure out what your system is, and then you'll buy the punch accordingly. I find that this punch in the Discbound system is just more readily available, which is another reason why I just love it, is because you could literally go to, Staples or something like that. You can find this. You don't have to do too much research. You can just go and find a ready to go system or punch, and all of the accessories and stuff too for the Discbound system. So pick up a great punch, so that way you can punch all of your inserts and easily store them in your planner. You don't have to order from a company if you just want to print your stuff out. You're not waiting, you're literally printing, and then you can punch it yourself. So this was a top investment, especially early on. So this is the Levenger punch. All right, so the next best planner supplies that I purchased are two things: sticky tape and correction tape. So I make mistakes all the time in my planner, and I need to be able to cover it up. So this is the Tombow correction tape. And so literally, like if you wrote something out and you're like, that's not right, I need to correct it. Of course, it's your standard correction tape, but you don't need the bottle. Remember the bottle we used to use, and it was all messy and everything? You literally could just take it and just run it right over your error section. Then you can rewrite on it just like before, and it still writes out perfectly. So I love this. This is an essential for me. I keep it stocked all the time because I'm always running out of it, and I just keep it stored in my planner case. And then also this is an Erin Condren sticky adhesive. I use this quite a bit as well. And the main thing that I use this for is for laying down sticky notes that I want to become stickers. So I have some sticky notes here from Erin Condren. So let's say I wanted this to become a sticker. So you know that there's only sticky on one side of it. So I would literally take my sticky tape just like that, and then I can make it to where it doesn't come up and it's a sticker. So that's one of the main reasons why I have this on hand. And then also it's great for those days, well, those times when you need to make 2 pages one. So I did that this week because I don't know what happened. I got off on my layouts or something like that, and I needed to be able to stick 2 pages together. So what I did is I added a little adhesive, and then I closed one page on top of the other one. So for instance, let's say I needed to stick these 2 pages together. I would load this up with adhesive, and then I would literally make sure it's flush and flat, and then I would pull this one just like this, as tight as possible, and then lay it right on top and smooth it out. So that's what I did with this one. So it's thicker than the regular pages because there's 2 pages. I'm not sure if you can tell, but there are 2 pages there. So that's mainly what I use it for, in addition to being able to make anything a sticker. And I do that throughout my planner. If there's just a spread that I really just love a sticky note for, but I don't necessarily want it to be a sticky note, then I can take it and I can add that additional adhesive to the back side of it, and then I can make it a sticker, and it works very well in my planner. So this is why it's in my toolkit, because it's just an essential for me. So I have to have my sticky, and then I also need my correction tape. So those are the next 2 things. All right, I saved the best for last, and y'all, I think this is number 16. So there's technically 16 best planner supplies that I have purchased, and guess what it is? I think you all can guess. stickers, right? We all love stickers. So I keep stickers in various places. So I'm going to show you my cart and give you a quick tour of that in just a moment. But let's talk through Fancy Plans Co. stickers. So as you know, we have 2 sticker books. So I keep functional pastels and watercolor florals in my planner bag. All of our sticker books come with a little label here for you to be able to label out that sticker book. So from the top, you can see exactly what it is. If you're adding it to your cart, it's great for that. And so these are our only 2 sticker books for now, but we're hoping to add more to the shop. This one is more of a functional vibe with just dots and boxes and things like that and pastel colors. And then this is florals, but it's still got a lot of boxes and pretty things. And this sticker book is my favorite right now. I love this sticker book. I've been using it like crazy. And so these are Fancy Plans Co. sticker books. And then I also keep our sticker albums. These are from Fancy Plans Co. as well. We've got 2 sizes, the smaller size here, and then we also have this larger size. So I have them sectioned off by wording, dolls, and then this is like functional, colorful boxes and things like that. So these are all the dolls we have available in the shop. I did come up with 5 more that just released this past week that I don't have in here yet. And then we're constantly adding to them. Every month we release new dolls. And then I also keep some functional stuff in the back, some wording, some date dots. And then in this one, it's just all wording. And most of this is on our clear matte paper, because I love to have just a clear look when it comes to wording. And so this is all of the wording in here. So I love wording. And then we have some social media icons and some AMXO wording. Then I have a couple more slots left for some more things. And then this one is just like functional boxes and circles and washi. I've got a lot of stuff in here, as you can see. That's really thick. So I jam-packed this thing. And then we keep some boxes and icons and just some different things in here to be able to decorative plan. So that's what I've got there. So these are our sticker albums, and I keep these in my planner tote bag, which I showed you, and then these are our sticker books. And I also lump sticky notes within stickers, because I think it's kind of almost the same. So these are my go-to sticky notes right now. So we have these in several different colors within Fancy Plans Co. They are so pretty, you guys. These are octagons. I know everybody's doing hexagons, but I said, let me just do something different. So these are all available, and then I keep one in my planner so that way I could easily do some pre-planning if needed. And so I pretty much, I don't know, I just think that sticky notes and stickers go hand in hand. And then I keep these little transparent sticky notes in my business and social media planner. So those are available as well. And then I've got sticky notes in my front pocket here. And then also in my front pocket of my catch-all planner. So as you can see, I'm a little bit obsessed with sticky notes and stickers. So I think they go hand in hand. And again, if you need a little extra sticky, you can use that adhesive. And that way you can make this a full sticker if you wanted to. But I keep them stored in this little pouch right here. And I keep these in my planner tote bag. So now let's go ahead and head over to my cart so I can show you all the things, because there's a lot. All right, so I keep my cart stored right here in the corner of my office, and I can easily pull it in and out, but I typically just come over here and reach for what I need, so that way I don't have to lug this thing in and out, because I do have some things behind it. Plus there's a carpet there, so it makes it a little bit more difficult to pull it out. But basically these are the last sticker books that I use, and sometimes it's difficult because I'm pretty much at capacity. So it's difficult to put these back. So I do need to store these back, and I don't really necessarily keep them in any particular order. I try to keep like items together. So I'll keep like all the florals together. I'll keep all the back to school stuff together. I'll try to, you know, and then if there's a collection, I'll keep that together. So, but I try to just kind of keep things together if possible. But for the most part, they're just kind of added in here in no particular order. I have all of these thicker sticker books on the side here. And then I also have some stencils there. And I think I have another sticker book over there. Some of these over there, and these actually are supposed to go here. These are all my little like fold over stickers. And then these are my little albums I created and some other stickers, you guys. There just is a lot. This is the accessory books, multi-packs, accessory packs. They're all labeled from the top, as you can see. And then I've got a couple of other sticker books that I DIY'd right there. And so this thing is jam-packed with stickers, as you can see. I love, love, love stickers. I just ordered some more stickers. I don't need anything else, you guys. I really just need to use what I have, but I'm just obsessed with decorating spreads and making things look really cute. And that makes me want to use my planner even more so. So this is my planner cart. And it's filled with so many awesome things. And so that is last up on the list. And I just saved the best for last because that's my favorite. It's my favorite. So that is my list of the top 10 planner supplies that I have purchased. I'm pretty sure that most of you guys have all of these things too, but if you're a newbie, don't get overwhelmed. It is a lot, but slowly work your way up to something like this. Don't try to start out here. This took some time to get to, but look at the list that I've shared with you and just pick out some things that you feel like may be beneficial to you. We've gone through pretty much everything that you need on a surface level. There may be some other things that you might need. So I will try to do another video, maybe sharing with you some more accessories and things like that I think that may be helpful for you. So that is it for this video, guys. From planner covers to sticker paper to pins to markers to highlighters to sticky notes to stickers, I have shared it all with you today. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. You got a little inspiration. You maybe found a couple of things that you want to pick up for your planner collection, which means you'll give me a thumbs up on this video. You'll consider subscribing to my channel if you're new here, and you'll come back by and you'll catch another video, in which case I'll see you guys then.